good evening from Knoxville, Tennessee. Here on the campus of Knoxville Catholic High School, where tonight Father Ryan High School pays a visit from Middle Tennessee. Hey everybody, I'm Lou Pickney on a solo call for you this evening, the season finale for the 2019 Father Ryan Irish football team. Tonight, Father Ryan trying to play spoiler to Knoxville Catholic. Knox Catholic about to take the field from the far side. You'll notice their banner, it says Fighting Irish on it. I started doing Father Ryan broadcasts in 2010. Here comes Knox Catholic. The only thing I've ever been told not to say on a broadcast is either fighting or fighting before Irish for Father Ryan. Now, that's different from when I was there at the school, but things changed about 12 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was, that Notre Dame sent out some cease and desists. Somehow Knox Catholic gets away with still being the Fighting Irish, and that's, I guess one way to differentiate if there's nothing else tonight. It's a cold night here in Knoxville, down around 40 degrees on top of the road press box here. Beautiful campus here of Knoxville Catholic High School. Now for Knoxville Catholic, they're one of three teams vying for only 2 spots left in the Division II AAA East region. McCauley's the 1 seed, Baylor's already clinched. So between Knoxville Catholic, Ensworth, and Brentwood Academy, somebody's getting left out. Those are 3 very good teams. This is only the 3rd meeting ever between Father Ryan High School and Knoxville Catholic High School. They played a home-and-home series in 2003 here in Knoxville. It was Catholic winning 26-14 over Father Ryan. And then 2004 in Nashville. Now keep in mind that was pre-Giacosa Stadium. But Catholic also won that game by, albeit a more narrow margin, 14-13. And so now 15 years later, it's the Irish of Father Ryan against the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic. Knox Catholic had a very high-profile win earlier this year on national television, ESPN2, beating Brentwood Academy. And that game is why BA winning tonight would be a problem for Knoxville Catholic, because they would have to head-to-head on the tiebreaker. Knox Catholic 1-3 in region play, while Brentwood Academy is 2-2. There's also the situation with Ensworth at 2-2 in a 3-way tie, because Knox Catholic has the most overall wins. A loss by BA, a loss by Ensworth, and a victory here tonight by Knox Catholic would give Knox Catholic the 3 seed. BA would be the 4 seed on account of their head-to-head win over Ensworth. And amazingly, the Ensworth Tigers would be left out. So out of those 3 teams, one of them's getting left out. See the captains for Father Ryan on that far side as they're heading toward some students to our right. The Knox Catholic Fighting Irish trying to serenade their team here as we start to count down the final few seconds on the court on the scoreboard. Get ready for this opening coin flip here momentarily. On the season, Knox Catholic is 6-3. I mentioned they're 1-3 region ring. Father Ryan 2-7. And 0-4 in Division II AAA East play. But last week, Father Ryan victorious over Lipscomb Academy and Trent Dilfer in his first year there as head coach. So the Irish of Father Ryan trying to get their first region game victory of 2019 is send their seniors out as champs as far as the win and loss column goes. No chance of the playoffs this year for Father Ryan as they've changed things around. No longer does every team make the playoffs. It's the top 4 in the West, the top 4 in the East. And that's one of those spots that Knox Catholic is vying for. So we've had the coin flip. Knoxville Catholic won the toss and will choose to receive. And considering Father Ryan over the last several years seldom receives the opening kickoff, they usually opt to wait for the second half. This might have worked the way both teams wanted it to. So it'll be Zach Wesnowski and Father Ryan kicking off momentarily to Knoxville Catholic. From a timing standpoint, there are 3 particular games that are going to play into this whole tiebreaker procedure if it comes to that, the playoff battle, as it were. If Father Ryan beats Knox Catholic, the drama's over, and here come the Irish. And to be specific, the Irish of Father Ryan. I've had some difficult, I've been broadcasting for a long, long time now. Had some difficult ones through the years as far as team names go. I mean, Nashville SC versus North Carolina FC with no team nickname either way. Two and a half years ago, whenever that was. That was challenging. This will be challenging in a different way as far as that goes. And so, see Knox Catholic take the field. I thought they had like some special jerseys. This is very dark green with gold numbers, shiny gold helmets, gold pants for Father Ryan, white helmets, white jerseys with purple numbers and purple pants. The ball is sitting right at that 40-yard line. And that's where the junior kicker Zach Wezinowski is going to kick off. Not sure how much is bleeding through my microphone. I was looking over the student section there for Knox Catholic. Looks like they're going to be making some noise. Similar to Father Ryan, all the seats are on one side of the field here at Blaine Stadium. So the ball is on the tee. Wezinowski prepares to get a leg into it. And we are underway here in Knoxville. Medium length kick to the near side, fielded at the 10, to the 15, to the 20. The 25 gets a seam to the 35. Could be trouble past the 45. Tackled at midfield. Nice starting position, though, for Knox Catholic off that opening kickoff. Nice return by Samuel O'Leary. Ball spotted at the Father Ryan 47, 1st and 10, Knox Catholic. And a player in motion. It's a sweep to set up a pass. Throwing deep into man coverage. Reads there on defense. It falls incomplete. Intended for Taylor Shannon. It's a rather clever play there out of the gate. Jack Jancic was the starting quarterback to begin the season, but they moved him over toward a receiver position. He'll be lining up on that far side, number 3. At quarterback for Knox Catholic last few games at least, Caden Martin, number 17. On this 2nd and 10, it's a pitch play. A little trouble with the pitch, a tackle for loss. Nice play there by Father Ryan. Matthew Zito playing this final game for the Irish. Gets a tackle for loss, and now it's going to be 3rd and long for Knox Catholic. So 3rd and 16, 6-yard loss. The ball spotted at the Knox Catholic 47-yard line. Irish looking at a 3-3-5 defensively. Martin will go out of the shotgun. 4 receivers into man in motion play fake. And the lefty Martin's going to throw one deep, trying to challenge Reed again. We got a flag on the play. It's incomplete, or is it completion? Either way, flag is down. That's actually Grayson Hubbock over on that side. They had Reed over there before. So it was a completion and a penalty from the looks of it. And Knox Catholic, of course, will decline the penalty since the yardage is much greater on the reception. We have the head referee microphone here tonight here at Blaine Stadium in Knoxville. It's a cool night. Temperatures around 40 degrees. We're expected to reach that point a little later, if not now. So on that far hash, 1st and goal for Knox Catholic from the 9-yard line. 11:08 to go first quarter, no score, Father Ryan and Knoxville Catholic. Martin out of the pistol's going to hand it off. Or no, he's going to keep it. Keep it himself, going towards the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown to Knoxville Catholic. So from 9 yards out, quarterback Caden Martin with a QB keeper, and that's given Knox Catholic the early lead here over the Irish of Father Ryan. And it's Paxton Robertson, the place kicker for Catholic. He's a very strong leg. Extra point kick. Went onto the track beyond the far fence. Certainly more than enough leg needed on that. The extra point is good. 10:56 to go first quarter. So less than 2 minutes in. Really a minute 4 into the game from a game clock standpoint. It's already 7-0 Knox Catholic. Normally that medium link kickoff that Father Ryan uses doesn't reach all the way back towards where the return man is, but on that opening kickoff tonight, made it just far enough to get the return. A nice starting field position in Father Ryan territory for the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic. And now it's the Irish of Father Ryan set to receive. Father Ryan will receive the ball to start the second half, since Knox Catholic won the opening coin toss and chose to receive. And as the aforementioned Paxton Robertson, they started to do the kickoff. We get a flag. That's going to be some sort of a false start or procedure penalty against Knoxville Catholic. So a false start on the it's unusual to see that before a ball is even kicked on a kickoff. It's a 5-yard penalty. I don't know why he was walking back further. If he wants to kick off from the 20, feel free, but they'll move it to the 35. Wonder if this might be a directional kick of some sort. Lining up from this near side is Robertson. So now the Irish, after giving up a touchdown relatively quickly, Father Ryan's going to try and get it back, a high skying punt, kickoff, I should say, from the 32 past the 35. And about the 37-yard line for that return. Almost felt like a punt the way it was skying in the air. Not a bad play, though, by Knox Catholic. That allows you to avoid the long return in all likelihood. Also, sometimes those up men aren't as adept at bringing the ball in, but for Father Ryan, it made it work. Number 24, Ben Marchetti on that kickoff return. Quarterback DC Tapscott. Double running backs. 3 receivers, 2 to this near side on this 1st and 10. 10:52 to go first quarter. Father Ryan trails by 7. Run to that far side about 3 yards. And it was Antonio Wright, one of 9 seniors playing his final game for Father Ryan tonight, on the carry. Tackle made by Tyler Barron. Now, this is the first Knox Catholic game I've ever called, but it's not the first Tyler Barron game I've ever called, as he played at Innsworth before this year. Irish fans will be familiar with him. 4 receivers, 3 to this near side for Father Ryan, including Zach Turner, the second of those 3. Fake handoff. Tapscott trying to buy time. Just going to throw it away. So 3rd down and 7 now for Father Ryan. 10:13 to go first quarter. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. But again, for Knox Catholic, even if they win this game, they are not guaranteed a playoff spot. They have to win and have Brentwood Academy lose. So on 3rd and 7, 10:13 to go. Rolling to the near side, Tapscott throws high, incomplete, intended for Matthew Beacom. 4th and 7, and you would imagine Father Ryan from his own 36-yard line is going to be punting here. The sounds of the band below us. It's a nice turnout here at Knox Catholic tonight, particularly for an out-of-town game for Father Ryan. Stands are pretty full here on this side. Of course, there's only one side as far as the way the seating is here. So with Zach Wesnowski set to punt. Player comes on late for Knox Catholic. That's Jack Jancic. And with Wesnowski standing on his own 25-yard line. Punt takes an Irish roll, nearly hits a Knox Catholic player. Goes inside the Fighting Irish 20 down to the 17-yard line. That's where James Reed will pick up the ball. He'll be dead there at the 17. So nice punt by Wesnowski. Got the roll. Better than a touchback, certainly. This is going to be 1st and 10 now for Knoxville Catholic from his own 17-yard line. 9:58 to go, first quarter. It's the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic 7, the Irish of Father Ryan 0. On the first drive, Knox Catholic came out throwing. We might see that again from quarterback Caleb Martin. Play fake. Martin throwing to this near side. Incomplete. Hubbock was there in coverage. And it was Tommy Winton, the intended receiver, on that throw by Caden Martin. 9:51 to go. So, again, just underway here. in Knoxville. It's just a quick scoring drive for Knoxville Catholic after receiving the opening kickoff, taking it back past midfield. And with Martin, the quarterback, keeping it himself, then Father Ryan a 3 and out. Now 2nd and 10. Tees a jet sweep. And it's a pitch to that far side. First down for Knox Catholic. So it's Hubbock on the stop. Keandre Jarman, number 1 on the carry.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Use Jarman in a lot of different ways here on this Knox Catholic offense. 1st and 10, 9:43 to go first quarter. It's a handoff. It's Jarman breaks a tackle. If he gets the open field, he's trouble past midfield. Tackled finally at the 38, maybe 39-yard line of Father Ryan. Michael Hart's on the stop. So far, Knox Catholic able to move the ball. Johnson's the receiver to that far side. Kind of modified pistol formation. They'll bring Winton in motion to the far side, will Knox Catholic. And it's a reverse. A reverse to Tommy Winton. Forced out of bounds. Maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain. Saw Matthew Zito in there on the stop. So a 3-yard gain. The clock stops with the player going out of bounds. 9:20 to go first quarter. It's Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. And again, a lot of motion for this Knox Catholic team as they'll bring Winton to that far side. It's going to be a handoff to Jarman. Jarman tries to get to the corner, escapes a one defender. Nick Ledoux's there. Flag comes in late, so we'll see what this is. It was Grayson Hubbock. It's a nice tackle by Hubbock, but we'll see. The flag came in right around where the play happened. You think maybe it's a hold or maybe a face mask, but I didn't see a face mask grasped, so we'll find out here momentarily. Was a face mask on the offense. Well, unusual you see that, but offensive player, you can push off a face mask, but he grasped it. And that's why I threw out face mask as an idea, but I didn't see the runner there have his grasp. Whatever the case, it was a 1-yard loss, 3rd and 8. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go first quarter. Father Ryan trails Knox Catholic by 7. And this is Martin. Martin, the quarterback, keeping it himself. Have about a 5-yard gain. That sets up a 4th and short. Did not get the first down. That's not the yardage needed. It's Cole Becker on the stop. 4th and 2 now for the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic. Father Ryan Irish defense trying to get a stop here. Martin's going to go under center. Irish make sure not to jump. The Father Ryan Irish, that is. It's going to be a handoff to Jarman. Gets slowed up. It's going to depend on the spot. Zach Smith made the tackle. And it's a turnover on downs for the Irish. Delayed on my call there to be sure that's what it was. Try getting the ball to Jarman. But in that case, Father Ryan was ready. And that was a stop that Irish team needed. I think that Knox Catholic getting that opening kickoff back past midfield and relatively quick touchdown. Father Ryan a 3 and out. And it looked like Knox Catholic was rolling again, but a good job of that Irish defense to hold strong. So Father Ryan starts this drive 1st and 10 from his own 31-yard line. 8:31 to go first quarter. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. Double running backs on either side of Tabscott. Out of the gun. DC Tabscott buys time. Nobody open. He's going to run with it. That was run out of bounds. A couple players fell down there as they went toward that sideline. It's a little tricky over there, all those players on that far side. A couple guys running full speed in that direction, but it looks like they've got everybody sorted out there. After all that, it was no gain. Tabscott was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage before going out of bounds. 8:20 to go first quarter. Oh, penalty. So it was a late hit. From this distance, I wasn't able to tell. It was kind of a bang-bang play, but it was ruled a late hit. So the ball really spotted between the 44 and 40. Yeah, it is at the 44 of the Irish, of the Father Ryan Irish. 8:20 to go first quarter. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0 on a cold night here in Knoxville. Out of the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright spun around and have about maybe 3 yards on the gain. That's second effort. Both Anthony Wright and Antonio Wright have been playing now for 4 seasons for Father Ryan. They played quite a bit as freshmen. And here in their final game for Father Ryan football.
Barrett on the tackle. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
.7:48 and counting first quarter. Father Ryan trails by 7. They got the ball 2nd and 7 at their own 47. Dual running backs and 3 receivers with Beacom on that near side to set up a run. This is Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright, about a 3 or 4 yard carry. That's going to set up 3rd and about 3. Maybe 3rd and 2, depending on the spot.
Wright carries, tackled by Cody Duncan.
There's number 30, Cody Duncan on the stop. Father Ryan's going quick to the line now. 3rd and a long 2. 7:15 to go first quarter. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. 4 down linemen for Knox Catholic. An outside linebacker blitz teased. It's going to be a handoff. That's Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright may have the first down. Looks like he does if he got to the 45.
For the first down.
And that will move the chains for Father Ryan.
Duncan. The ball is now on the 45-yard line.
Like Duncan again on the stop. 6:52 to go first quarter. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. And this is more the type of drive Father Ryan likes to utilize here, those long clock-churning drives. And on 1st and 10, again, that shotgun double running back. Tabscott's going to keep it himself. He'll get maybe 2 yards. Didn't really see anything there. Didn't have just a huge opening, but tried to make the most of what was there. Certainly better to do that than to make an risky throw in that case. So a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. 6:19 and counting first quarter. Knoxville Catholic 7, Father Ryan High School 0. This chilly night here in East Tennessee. I've never called a game before here in Knoxville. It's my first opportunity to do so. 2nd and 8, so we approach the 6-minute mark of this first quarter. 12 seconds on the play clock. It's trips receivers to that far side, one to the near, and it's a handoff. Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright getting that nice push. But the ball's come loose. Knoxville Catholic seems to think they have it. And they do. So from what looked like a nice gain from Anthony Wright, turns into a fumble and the first turnover of the game. Father Ryan got that turnover on downs, but as far as a fumble or interception, in this case the fumble, recovered by Knox Catholic, and that's where, let's see, the ball is at the Knox Catholic 39-yard line. That's where we'll start this 3rd drive here of this first quarter. 5:48 to go in the first. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. We'll trouble the snap, but handoff will get maybe 3 yards. It was Keondae Jarman, number 1. Parker Peterson on the stop, number 94. As the season has progressed, you've seen Parker Peterson play more and more at that 3-4 defensive end position. The Irish do like to rotate players in that spot as situations allowed. 2nd and 7. Wintonson in motion. The throw, not the most conventional play. There are easier ways to get 1 yard, but in that case, that's all that Knox Catholic was able to get. So it was officially a pitch, they say. Tommy Winton, number 24, on the carry. And Matthew Beacom on the stop. Beacom, one of those seniors playing this final game for Father Ryan. 3rd and 7. 5:03 to go first quarter. Play fake. Zito comes in. Somehow Martin gets away. Martin Finally stopped just shy of the 50-yard line. So on 3rd and 7, we'll see what the spot is if that moves the chains. After all that, Martin got a first down on it. It looked like Zito had him for a huge loss in the backfield. Somehow, though, Caden Martin was able to escape. Got it to the 50. You need to reach the 49, so that moves the chains. Tough one there for Father Ryan. 4:40 and counting first quarter. Knoxville Catholic leads by 7 throw after the fake. That far side, it falls incomplete. Got to Jack Jancic on the one hop there. Not the best throw you'll see tonight from Caden Martin. 2nd and 10. See Marcus Kennedy Holt going to the sideline for Father Ryan. Ran Torrey Heron, number 55, for that nose tackle position, that 3-4 defense, or 3-3-5 really, if Father Ryan has shifted to. An H-back, a running back, 3 receivers on the 2nd and 10 for Knox Catholic. It's going to be a handoff to Jarman. And Jarman will have maybe a 5-yard gain. There's a lot of misdirection to this Knox Catholic offense. Send players in motion, somewhat akin to what you see out of McCauley. 5-yard gain. It was Cole Becker on the stop. From the Irish 45, 3rd and 5. The Father Ryan Irish, to be clear. Tees the jet sweep. Martin keeps it himself. It's going to be a tackle for loss. Father Ryan not fooled at all on that one. Zach Smith. Number 37, Jackson Brown, was in the area as well. So Father Ryan stepping up defensively on 3rd down. Sets up 4th and 6. And it's going to be Paxton Robertson set to kick. And Michael Hart set to return. No sign thus far of Parker Erdman in this game for Father Ryan. Erdman had 3 touchdown receptions last week. A spinning kick from Robertson goes out of bounds. It depends on where they'll say it went out. And they'll say right at the 20-yard line. So a 28 net yard punt there for Knoxville Catholic. And now Father Ryan looking at its 3rd offensive possession of this game. 3:32 to go first quarter. Knox Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. Christian Smith, the receiver to the far side. Josh Pfeiffer, the receiver to the near side. Double running backs. And tight end Matthew Beacom on the far side for Father Ryan with the ball in the near hash on their own 20, 1st and 10. And Tapscott with 9 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be a handoff. Bryshawn Jackson on the carry. But really no gain. So Bryshawn Jackson back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10 for Father Ryan. 3:10 to go first quarter. Knoxville Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. If Knox Catholic wants to make the playoffs, they have to beat the Irish here tonight, the Irish of Father Ryan. 4 receivers, 3 to this near side. Tapscott. And he's going to be dropped. The tackle for loss. Nobody was open. And that pocket collapsed rather quickly. Two-yard loss, 3rd and 12. Ball at the Irish 18-yard line, 2:30 to go first quarter. Knoxville Catholic leads Father Ryan 7-0. Now to the gun, 4 receivers on this 3rd and long. Setting up the receiver screen, complete Christian Smith. Smith trying to cut his way to the near side. He'll be dropped around the 20 or 21-yard line. So it was a wise play call. Try and set up a screen, see if somebody can create an opening there for Smith. Unable to do so, though. So Smith about a 3-yard gain. And now 4th and 9 for Father Ryan. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And the Father Ryan Irish are set to punt the ball in all likelihood here with Zach Wesnowski standing inside his own 10. Spinning high kick. Shannon, the return man, waves it off, takes an Irish roll inside the 40-yard line of the Fighting Irish. Finally stopped at the 38-yard line of Knox Catholic. Good job by Father Ryan special teams. That will pin Knox Catholic at his own 38-yard line with no return. Minute 34 to go first quarter. Knoxville Catholic scored on its first possession of the game. They won the opening coin toss to the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic. Opted to receive. Had a kickoff return past midfield. A couple of passes set him up for a Martin touchdown run. Since then, that's it as far as scoring is gone. So on this 1st and 10, throw near side, incomplete. A flag comes in late, so we'll see what this is. Morgan Bishop was over there for the Irish. I think he had a shot at the ball if anybody did. So a 15-yard pass interference penalty called against Father Ryan. And that's going to give Knox Catholic a first down. Knox Catholic had the ball at their own 38. And they're going to march into Father Ryan territory. They'll spot the ball at the Father Ryan Irish 47-yard line. 1:28 to go, first quarter. Knoxville Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. Winton sit in motion. Run to this near side, that's Jarman.
Jarman carries. Tackled by Cole Becker.
It's Cole Becker on the stop. Interestingly, a change at quarterback for Knoxville Catholic as it's Caden Buckles in there, a sophomore. He's known their holder on extra points, and that's about all I've seen on him on video as far as quarterbacking goes. Remember, Jancic, who's now used as a receiver by this Knox Catholic team, he's the one that started the season as the quarterback. For whatever reason, the young standout Martin's not in there. It's going to be Buckles on this 2nd and 11. Buckles throws over the middle, and that's a catch that should be enough for a first down. And it was number 2, Taylor Shannon, on the reception. Michael Hart's on the stop for Father Ryan. Shannon got exactly where he needed to get the first down, right at that line to gain. Less than a minute to go, first quarter. Knoxville Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. And it's the sophomore, Caden Buckles, on 1st and 10. Set up a modified screen. Tyler Barron, Father Ryan knows from past seasons how difficult he is to bring down. And Barron has a first down for Knoxville Catholic. So Michael Hartz, as he's been the last few games, very productive on defense for the Irish, but still enough to move the chains. Jadarius Lee out of the game. Marcus Kennedy Holt in at nose tackle. Now Knoxville Catholic trying to move fast, set up the screen. Complete to this near side. Could be very dangerous. Out of bounds, pass or close to the 15-yard line. That would be the yard to gain to get another first down.
Knocked out of bounds by Becker. There's a flag on the play.
This one may be coming back. So holding against Knoxville Catholic. Father Ryan will certainly accept that penalty. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Chain crew started to move. They know, guys, you got to stay still. It's the line of scrimmage stick that moves back in this case. So with the ball at their Father Ryan 33-yard line, Knox Catholic looks at first and 19, since it's 10 yards from the spot of the infraction. Went in motion. Buckles is going to throw deep with that end zone, and it falls incomplete. Grayson Hubbock was over there in defense for Father Ryan. Kraz Johnson, number 23. 2nd and 19. 14.4 seconds to go, first quarter. Knoxville Catholic 7, Father Ryan 0. A little trouble the snap for Buckles. Who's going to throw it to this near side, past the 20 to the 10. And that should move the chains for Knoxville Catholic. Luke Davenport and Michael Hart's on the stop. So Davenport, number 34.
First and 10.
Plus Davenport at 6'3", 205, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So after one, your score, Knoxville Catholic 7, Father Ryan High School 0. Take a quick timeout. This is Father Ryan football on ATW Sportscast. So we reached the beginning of the second quarter, the last game of the regular season. Father Ryan High School trails Knoxville Catholic by the score of 7-0. A quick look here at the Brentwood Academy Baylor game on a monitor. BA with a nice gain on Baylor on that play. And that's very much relevant for Knoxville Catholic because if Brentwood Academy wins tonight, doesn't matter what happens here in this game. It'll be Knoxville Catholic on the outside looking in. Both teams have players on the field ready to go, but there is some sort of a recognition of some individuals there at the 20-yard line from Knoxville Catholic. I realize there's some of you that have just joined us from the top of the hour, thinking that was the typical start time for Father Ryan games, but here in the Eastern Time Zone, they start a half hour earlier. So it was Knoxville Catholic winning the opening coin toss, choosing to receive, taking the kickoff back past the 50. Martin, the quarterback, kept it himself for a touchdown. Although Martin has not been in on this drive at quarterback. Referee gives the indication to reset the play clock at 25 seconds. Normally it's a 40-second play clock, the way they changed it this year, but in certain situations, like the end of a quarter, it's 25. So we'll roll the play clock now, although both teams ready to go. Buckles, the quarterback, on this 1st and 10 is a keeper, and he gets dropped. Maybe a 1-yard gain at best. Nice stop there by Matthew Zito. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Ball at the Father Ryan 11-yard line. Knoxville Catholic leads by 7. 11:40 to go second quarter. Tyler Barron into the game for Knoxville Catholic at tight end. It's going to be a run to this near side. That's Jarman. And Jarman is going to lose yardage. Matthew Zito in there, also Zach Smith. So we'll spot the ball at the 11-yard line, 3rd and 9. Knox Catholic has to reach the Father Ryan 2-yard line to get a first down. It's 4 receivers. Buckles throws for that end zone, and it falls incomplete. And Jasek was the intended receiver. And James Reed was there on coverage for Father Ryan. And now we're going to see the first field goal attempt for either team. At least that's the way it appears with the ball. Looks like it'll be kicking from the 18-yard line. So this would be 28-yard attempt for Paxton Robertson. That strong leg. We have a whistle. Timeout, Knoxville Catholic. That's the first timeout for either team. Take a quick second to note the 9 seniors in this Father Ryan football team. And this is it for them. This game, there's, unlike years past, last several years where every team makes the playoffs, now it's only the top 4 in the West, the top 4 in the East, and Father Ryan will not qualify this year. So some certainty, if nothing else, for these seniors. Matthew Beacom, Antonio Wright, Grayson Hubbock, Anthony Wright, Jack Vettersills, Nick Ledoux, Matthew Zito, Zach Smith, and Thomas Numnum. These are 9 seniors for Father Ryan playing their final game tonight for the Irish football team. So after the timeout, that was interesting that it was Knoxville Catholic taking the timeout there. They had plenty of time on the play clock, but apparently didn't like the look. So from 28 yards out, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the field goal by Paxton Robertson has extended the Knox Catholic lead to 10-0 over Father Ryan here early in this second quarter. For Knoxville Catholic, their path to the playoffs requires a win here. If Father Ryan wins this game, the rest of it doesn't matter. They also need Brentwood Academy to lose. Brentwood Academy is playing a very strong 8-1 Baylor team. That game started a little bit later than ours did. Somebody's an air horn over there. Let's hope that's the first and last of that. Now, should Knox Catholic win this game and Brentwood Academy lose and Ensworth lose, Ensworth's playing right now against Macaulay. In that case, Knoxville Catholic would get the 3 seed. And that's the doomsday scenario for Ensworth. They would be the outside looking in. And so it's Paxton Robertson, who just hit that field goal, set to kick off for the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic. It's going to go into the end zone. Automatic touchback as the ball crosses the plane of the goal line. Michael Hartz is ready to return the ball. And again, no sign at all of Parker Erdman as far as in the game thus far for Father Ryan. The junior who had 3 touchdown receptions in the first half last week in Father Ryan's victory over Lipscomb Academy. 10:52 to go second quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0, but Father Ryan looking at 1st and 10 from its own 20. 3 receivers near side, 1 far. Fake handoff by Tapska through his far side, complete. That's going to be about a 5-yard reception. It was Christian Smith on the catch. Javis Minot on the stop on that last play for Knoxville Catholic. Some confusion for Father Ryan, a busted play. And DC Tabscott, after faking a run to the near side, cut it back. At least back to the original line of scrimmage. Approaching the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0. The Father Ryan Irish looking at 3rd and 4 from the Father Ryan 26-yard line. 4 down linemen line up for Knox Catholic. Tabscott rolls near side, throws, ball is tipped, falls incomplete. Looking to throw in the direction of Matthew Beacom on this near side. Once that ball was tipped, it was probably a blessing that, for Father Ryan at least, that it hit the ground. One of those pop-up kind of plays can easily be taken back for a pick 6. But it falls incomplete, stops the clock. 9:40 to go second quarter. Now on 4th and 4, you would think Father Ryan trailing 10-0 would punt it here. It's Taylor Shannon standing just to the Knoxville Catholic side of the 50-yard line, set to return. Wisnowski kicks it towards this near side. It's going to take an Irish roll for Father Ryan, Irish roll, and go out of bounds from the 36-yard line of Knox Catholic. Kind of a dangerous play there. The way Taylor Shannon was looking at that ball, looking like he might try and make a play on it. Wisely got away finally, though. And so this is interesting that after a couple of series going in a different direction at quarterback with Caden Buckles, it's now Caden Martin back in at quarterback. Sophomore standout out of the pistol. Some trouble with the snap. It goes directly to Jarman. Jarman's going to try and run it to this near side. Finally forced out of bounds around the 47-yard line. 9-yard gain, sets up 2nd and 1. Carlson on the stop in that last play for Father Ryan. He's going to hand off to Jarman. Jarman's got some room in front of him. Jarman to the 35, to the 30. Tackled inside the 25-yard line by Hubbock.
Jarman from Auburn's first down, tackled by Hubbock.
There's Hubbock on the stop. The last stop, and I mentioned it was Carlson on the stop. It's Drake Carlson, the freshman, getting in there. Father Ryan working in some of those linemen on both sides, including the freshman Carlson. 1st and 10 for Knoxville Catholic. They lead by 10, 9 minutes to go, second quarter. Handoff. That's Jarman again. Jarman finally brought down. Nick Ledoux held him up. Morgan Bishop came in for the assist. This was a 4-yard gain, sets up 2nd and 6. 8:34 to go, second quarter. Knoxville Catholic leading Father Ryan by the score of 10-0. Fake handoff, Martin throws back, far side incomplete, intended for Tyler Barron. Barron is a tough player to bring down once he catches the ball. Father Ryan caught a break with that one falling incomplete. Stops the clock, 8:21 to go, second quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0. And the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic looking at a 3rd and 6 from the Father Ryan Irish 20-yard line. So out of the gun, 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Martin throws inside, a dangerous pass complete. Really a no gain play there as it stopped right at the 20. And it was again number 34, Michael Hart's getting in there on the stop. So this is interesting right here, 4th and 6 from the 20-yard line. Knoxville Catholic at the 8-minute mark of the second quarter leads by 10. You'd think this would be in the field goal range of Robertson, but they're at least lining up as they're going to go for it, and they will. Martin, the quarterback, throws to the near side, goes incomplete, and that's a turnover on downs. Intended receiver, Jack Jancic. And Jancic got that wide frame as far as height goes, wingspan, but unable to bring it in. So for the second time in this game, Father Ryan gets a stop on 4th down. And while the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic lead the Irish of Father Ryan 10-0, it's now Father Ryan ball. 1st and 10 from his own 20. It'll be Beacom in the slot to this near side, along with Pfeiffer. 2 receivers far side as well for the Irish. Tapscott under pressure is going to slide wisely. Maybe a 1-yard loss, but knows better than to take a hit if he can avoid it. Stop on the play, Davin Kozard. Kozard, somebody they play on that defensive line at the tackle position. 4 receivers, 3 to the far side for the Irish on this 2nd and 11. 7:10 to go, first half. Father Ryan trails by 10. Play fake, throw to the near side, complete. Josh Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer makes a nice move, gets a first down past the 35 out of bounds. Looks like a late hit and a flag comes in. So for the second time in this first half, Knoxville Catholic's going to get a 15-yard penalty for a late hit. That stops the clock, 7 minutes even to go. The head official, confirming what I just told you about that being a late hit, 15-yard penalty. It's a first down for Father Ryan, plus the extra 15 yards. They'll finally spot the ball. Well, they've got to decide where they're going to spot it, being this near hash at the Knoxville Catholic 48-yard line. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0. It's 4 receivers for Father Ryan, a handoff, and about a 3-yard gain. Anthony Wright on the carry. Had to hold off for just a second. I could see the 1, but not the other number. Well, I did see the 5 for Anthony Wright. 6:35 to go, second quarter. Knox Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0. But the Irish of Father Ryan looking at a 2nd and 6 from their 44. 3 receivers. Tabscott has some time to throw. Throws far side complete for about a 2-yard gain. And that was Beacom on the reception. Kind of slipped as he pulled the ball in, so a couple of yards gained, but not as much as Beacom wanted there. The ball is at the 42-yard line of Catholic, approaching the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Father Ryan Irish trailing the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic 10-0. 4 receivers trips to this near side for Father Ryan. Includes Zach Turner in there. It's going to be a keeper. Tabscott tries to get the first down about a yard shy. I like the effort and I like the idea. Bring those receivers near side, try and draw the defense over. There's number 59, Logan Bruce, credited with a stop for Knoxville Catholic. 5:30 and counting second quarter. 4th and 2 for Father Ryan. 4th and a short 2. 20 seconds in the play clock. Father Ryan, okay, it's calling from the sideline. And the Irish, Father Ryan, might be letting this clock run down intentionally. 9 seconds in the play clock. If it goes all the way to 1 and they take a timeout, they'll be on the other side of the 5-minute mark. And that looks like what they did. So Father Ryan, at the 4:58 mark of the second quarter, takes a timeout. Well, it's now Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0. And I guess Father Ryan a chance to talk it over on the sideline. Which the Father Ryan punts here, and it's a touchback, something like that. It's a 20-yard net gain. The question is, can they reach the, be the 38-yard line of Knoxville Catholic needed? A little tough to tell. I had a slight angle from across the field here. Reach the point now where you can start seeing your breath here in the air as the temperature has dropped. Not much of a wind, thankfully. And all that torrential rain that came through about a week ago seems like flooded everybody from Memphis to Chattanooga. No rain in the forecast tonight. So after the timeout, Father Ryan ready for 4th and 2. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining as Knoxville Catholic used one of theirs earlier before they tried that field goal that was good that made it 10-0. And it's going to be Tabscott going under center, that I formation, double fullback. We had a flag. There were 5 seconds in the play clock, so that wasn't it. This is probably a procedure penalty against Father Ryan. Oh, no, it's not. So encroachment, a penalty on the defense. So on 4th and 2, the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic flagged for encroachment. Free first down for Father Ryan. And the Irish in the white and purple will take it. 4:56 to go, second quarter. 10-0 lead for Knox Catholic. Tabscott throws near side, complete. Josh Pfeiffer to the 25. And Pfeiffer's going to have a first down for Father Ryan. Landon Cox there on the stop, number 4. Father Ryan looking at a 1st and 10, less than 4.5 minutes to go in the half. Father Ryan trails 10-0. Fake handoff, throw near side, complete and out of bounds. Josh Pfeiffer, again, as Tabs got to Pfeiffer. And without Parker Erdman in there, at receiver, we've seen Tabscott look in a few different directions, but on this drive in particular, going the way of Josh Pfeiffer. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2, 4:21 to go, second quarter. Knox Catholic 10, Father Ryan 0. See the nose of the ball right at the near side hash on that that 16-yard line. 2 receivers out very far, and then Beacom in the slot on that far side. Near side, corner of the end zone, Josh Pfeiffer. Touchdown Irish. Pfeiffer brought it in. What a catch. What a play there by Father Ryan. At corner of the end zone. The touch on that throw by Tabscott. Similar to what we saw last week for Father Ryan, that, well, I thought was a throwaway that certainly wasn't the way it turned out. It was a rainbow into the corner of the end zone for Parker Erdman. In this case, the receiver Josh Pfeiffer. Now Father Ryan has cut the lead of Knox Catholic to 4 with an extra point here. Wisnowski. And it's good. 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Second quarter, your score, Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Father Ryan Football on ATW Sportscast. .4:14 to go, second quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. I'm Lou Pickney with you here on this solo call. A couple of scores of very much of interest. McCauley 6, Ensworth 0. That's in the second quarter. Brentwood Academy 7, Baylor 0. That's first quarter. That game started about a half hour after ours did. And so from the 40-yard line, kicking off, it's Wisnowski, fielded on the 15, past the 20, 25 to the 30. And finally we get whistles.
O'Leary with the return, stopped by Wade. First and 10 Catholic. With the 30.
Return by O'Leary gives Knoxville Catholic the ball at their own 31-yard line. First and 10, 4:07 to go. In this second quarter, a handoff, and that one gets stopped for no gain. Marcus Kennedy Holt, big number 53. He's only a sophomore. He's able to fill that middle when they ask him to. You got Holt, or Kennedy Holt there in the middle, and then on this near side, a defensive end. On this play, at least, you got Torrey Heron, so some bodies in there for Father Ryan. Parker Peterson, that far side, the third defensive lineman here. 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Play fake. Buckles back in at quarterback, throws deep, incomplete. It's good coverage by Morgan Bishop for Father Ryan. Now the clock's still running. They need to stop the clock. Now finally somebody figured out the clock is running 8 seconds later. They'll have to get that fixed. So the incompletion makes it 3rd and 11 for Knoxville Catholic. They lead Father Ryan 10-7 late in this first half. And a reminder again that Father Ryan will receive the ball to start the second half. So coming up now, 3rd and 11. Now the clock situation is hopefully handled. I'll say 3:28 to go, second quarter. Unusual, though, the approach here by Knoxville Catholic, going with the sophomore Caden Buckles in at quarterback. They'll bring motion for a play fake. Buckles is going to throw deep again. Looking for Jancic. Batted away. Wonderful play there by James Reed. James Reed. 3:21 to go, second quarter. The incompletion stops the clock. And now Father Ryan, with 2 timeouts remaining here in this half, will at least presumably receive the punt coming up here momentarily. It's Robertson set the punt. Michael Hartz for Father Ryan, standing at the Father Ryan Irish 37-yard line. Some pressure brought. It's a spinning kick. Father Ryan has to get away from that ball. Get away from that ball. Finally goes out of bounds. Hartz almost made a very poor decision. Finally got away from it. The ball seemed to just ride down that near sideline without going out of bounds until finally sliding out at the Father Ryan 22-yard line. 3:10 to go, second quarter. Father Ryan trailing Knox Catholic 10-7. For Father Ryan, this is an opportunity to play spoiler. Because if Father Ryan beats Knoxville Catholic here tonight, Knox Catholic will miss the playoffs. And what an opportunity for this Father Ryan team, for its seniors to go out winning back-to-back games if they can get the victory here tonight. So down by 3, first and 10 from their own 22-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 to the far side for the Irish. Quarterback DC Tapscott, play fake. Rolls, tries to buy time. Nobody's open. He's just going to slide. About a 3-yard loss, but after some of the hits we've seen Tapscott take trying to run the ball this season, their discretion the better part of valor. So 3-yard loss. The clock runs, though, and this could be a strategic thing here for Father Ryan as well. Although on the flip side, Knoxville Catholic has 2 timeouts, as Father Ryan does as well. So 4-second, 13-second to 14, call it what you will. 18 seconds on the play clock, 2:35 to go second quarter. Father Ryan trails Knox Catholic 10-7. 4 receivers to this near side, 2 bunch up on the far side. Tapscott throws, complete. That's a first down for Father Ryan. The forward progress. Christian Smith on that far side. Couldn't see the number initially. So a first down for Father Ryan. The clock rolls, 2:15 and counting, second quarter. Knox Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. 5 for the receiver to this near side. 1 of 4 receivers for Father Ryan. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Tapscott throws, complete. Josh Pfeiffer again. Pfeiffer with that touchdown earlier in this quarter. Stopped it for about maybe an 8-yard gain. That's going to set up. We'll see if they actually spot the ball. So it is 2nd and 2 with the ball at the Father Ryan 41-yard line. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. 1:42 and counting here in this second quarter. Double receivers to the near side. Double receivers to the far side. This is a handoff. That's Antonio Wright. Antonio Wright has a first down for Father Ryan, close to the 45-yard line. They'll spot it at the 44, they'll say. Or just shy of the 44 for Father Ryan. And as Father Ryan is wont to do, they'll go quick to the line when they want to play up-tempo after our first down. 1:20 and counting. The clock rolls. Tapscott throws. Complete. Matthew Beacom. Ball comes out. A good hit there by Knoxville Catholic to jar the ball free. Beacom had it for just a split second before he had possession of it. Appeared to have been knocked out. That stops the clock. 1:15 to go second quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10. Father Ryan 7. The ball is at the Father Ryan Irish 44-yard line. And again, it's a 4-receiver look for Father Ryan. 1 running back and junior quarterback DC Taps got another shotgun on this 2nd and 10. Nice protection, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Matthew Beacom. Had a defender right there with him. That stops the clock at the 1:09 mark of the second quarter. Father Ryan trails by 3. There's Jack Jancic giving credit there for that defensive play there, knocking the ball away. Again, Jancic, who started the season as the quarterback, now plays a receiver and also an important part of this secondary for Knoxville Catholic. 3rd and 10, 1:09 to go, first half. Father Ryan trails by 3 on 3rd and 10. Keeper, DC Tapscott. DC Tapscott, past midfield, still going. He'll be about maybe a half-yard shy to a yard shy. Less than a minute to go. So DC Tapscott, the keeper, he's a yard shy. The clock runs. Unusual circumstances here. Just both teams with 2 timeouts. What do? The clock continues to run. See Christian Smith on that far side getting in position. Beacom looking to the side, trying to get some information. I'm not sure this may be an intentional tactic here by Father Ryan to try and run the clock down. Not the worst idea, because if you don't get it, then you give a lot less time to Knoxville Catholic. This is clearly a tactic being done intentionally. 7 seconds in the play clock. Keep in mind, Father Ryan gets the ball to start the second half. And the Father Ryan Irish take a timeout with the play clock hitting 1. The game clock shows 15.9 seconds. rather unusual, that particular set of circumstances where you have a 4th and short, just like maybe a minute and a half to go late in the half, and neither team wants to call timeout, because certainly Knoxville Catholic didn't want to call timeout, see Father Ryan get a first down and then score, and then end up being second guessed. I'll say this, and some teams seem to have adjusted better than others to this 40-second play clock that's new for this year. And it's not like it's 40 seconds on every play after a turnover, after a kickoff, that sort of thing. It goes to 25 seconds. But just play to play, it's 40 as opposed to 25 when they spot the ball, how it used to be. As a result, just like it did in college football when they put that in there about 15 years ago, the ultimate result is allows teams to run time off the clock if they're able to exercise their offense judiciously, whether it's just running the ball or high percentage completion passes, and then to keep the clock running. The offense comes back out for Father Ryan. 15.9 seconds to go, second quarter. 4th and 1 for Father Ryan. This could be a pooch punt. They really want to get crazy with it. Hard count, nobody moves. This will be a pooch. Nobody back for Knoxville Catholic. Tapscott's punt goes inside the 10. Father Ryan has let it roll, and why not? 6 seconds and counting on the game clock. 5.8 seconds. I've got to say that was a very clever move there by Father Ryan. Didn't let on they were wanting to do this as far as the time running down. And then finally, taking that timeout with 1 second to go in the play clock to set up the, what you often see from this Father Ryan team, have seen the last 2 years under head coach Brian Rector. The quarterback steps back a pace or two and then hits a pooch punt. And aside from Ensworth and Keyshawn Lawrence, who Father Ryan's not the only team he's returned a punt for against, or returned a punt for a touchdown for against this year. But nobody back there for Knoxville Catholic, and you figure it's going to be a kneel down for the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic. The Irish of Father Ryan. It's going to be a handoff. This near side. We hear the horn. And we've reached halftime. Hart's on the stop. And so we've reached halftime here at Blaine Stadium on the campus of Knoxville Catholic High School. Your score, Knox Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. The Father Ryan Irish will receive the ball to start the second half. Both teams head to the locker room. We're going to take a break for halftime. And back on the other side with a kickoff in the second half. This is Father Ryan football on ATW Sportscast. So we're nearing the end of halftime here. Knoxville, Tennessee. Knoxville Catholic High School leads Father Ryan High School by the score of 10-7. I'm Lou Pickney with you here on this solo call with ATW Sportscast. The final game of the regular season for both teams, and for Father Ryan is the end of their season period. Knoxville Catholic needs to win and have Brentwood Academy lose to make the playoffs. At the moment, Brentwood Academy is winning. I'll go through the scores real quick for you. Brentwood Academy 14, Baylor 7. That is an 8-1 Baylor team that is really good. And BA has a 7-point lead nearing halftime. They started a half hour after we did here in Knoxville. These Eastern time zone schools start their games at 7:30 local time, which is 6:30 Nashville time. Another score of interest. Ensworth 12, McCallie 10. And that's in the second half, early in the third quarter. Also, and these are scores for the Division II AAA West, but still of interest nonetheless. MBA 3, Christian Brothers out of Memphis 0 in the second quarter. Also, Briarcrest, unbeaten Briarcrest 7, and 8-1 Memphis University School 2 in the second quarter. So Briarcrest up 7-2, trying to secure the number 1 seed in the West. Now, if MUS wins, my understanding is MUS will get the 1 seed. Father Ryan's out there warming up. I don't know where Knoxville Catholic or their players are coming out now. The way it works with high school football, you get a 15-minute break and then it's like a 3-minute warm-up. Well, we already hit the horn for the 15. This is the 3-minute warm-up. I don't know what the rules are if you're casually late to your own start of the second half. I'm sure we'll get that sorted out here momentarily. Way it went in the first half, it was Knoxville Catholic winning the opening coin toss, choosing to receive. Proved to be a rather wise decision for Knoxville Catholic as they took the opening kickoff pass midfield, went deep a couple of passes, and then finally ran in for a touchdown. Extra point made that one 7-0. Touchdown was run in by quarterback Caden Martin, son of former University of Tennessee Vols quarterback T. Martin. January of 1998, so the end of the 97 college football season. I was working in Evansville, Indiana at ABC 25. A couple of friends of mine that I worked with, they were Nebraska fans of all people, and they wanted to go to the Orange Bowl. I wanted to go see Peyton Manning's last game, so we went. Drove down like through the night, like into early 1998. Point being, we saw what ended up being a very one-sided win for Nebraska in Peyton Manning's last game. So who came in to replace Peyton Manning in that, mop-up time? T. Martin. T. Martin, who ended up winning a championship, a national championship, just one season later as the quarterback for Tennessee. So it's his son, Caden Martin, playing quarterback. I was waiting here if the PA announcer was going to say the scores. They haven't said any scores from around the region. I don't know if they want to avoid distracting their team if they do that. I've never called a game here before. Appreciate their hospitality. They had some delicious grilled cheese sandwiches available here in the press box. Up here on top of the press box, it's close to 40 degrees if it hasn't reached that point at this point. So it's 10-7. The Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic leading the Irish of Father Ryan. Well, this is interesting. I've never seen this happen before in a game I've called because Knoxville Catholic didn't get out in time for the 3-minute warm-up. They got hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, 15 yards. So it's not even like a delay of game where it'd be a 5-yard penalty. It's a 15-yard penalty. So instead of kicking off from their own 40 like you normally would, instead, number 44, Paxton Robertson, will be kicking off from the Knox Catholic 25-yard line. So Knox Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. The Father Ryan Irish set to receive the kickoff from the Fighting Irish of Catholic. See players for Father Ryan jumping around trying to stay warm out there. It was a cold night.
Yeah, it does help things.
And for as much as it seemed like the summer was never going to end, these 90-degree temperatures and heat delays for games in mid-September, here we are, first day of November. It definitely feels like the first day of November, a chilly night here in Knoxville. And we're now finally, after that delay, the unsportsmanlike penalty set to kick off the second half. Robertson, that strong leg, fielded to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. That's Hartz. Hartz gets to the near side, past the 40, lowers a shoulder, finally out of bounds, near the Father Ryan 45-yard line. And down to my left, I can hear Father Ryan with the Irish fans that came in from Nashville, or those living here in the greater Knoxville area, come to the game, cheering on Father Ryan. And while the Father Ryan Irish are not going to be able to make the playoffs, regardless of the outcome of this game, get their first region win of 2019 to close out the season, spoil the season of Knoxville Catholic, I'm sure the Irish of Father Ryan would love to do that. Obviously, the seniors with an opportunity to go out with a victory in their final game with the Irish. 3 receivers to the far side in this 1st and 10. Handoff, that's Antonio Wright. Antonio Wright cuts through. About a 6-yard gain. Finally get a whistle, maybe closer to 7 depending on where they spot it. Didn't see a whole lot from Antonio Wright in the first half. Father Ryan likes to shuttle in running backs. Pretty regular clip. If you think about it, we have not seen tonight Jaden Robinson in at running back. So no Parker Erdman, no Jaden Robinson that I've seen thus far. On the 2nd and 4 out of the gun, this is a handoff. It's a first down for Father Ryan. Antonio Wright with the ball to the Knox Catholic 40. And with Father Ryan trailing by 3, this hot start coming out of the locker room to start this 3rd quarter. It's 1st and 10 for the Father Ryan Irish at the 40-yard line of Knox Catholic. So we're just 1 minute into this 3rd quarter. Father Ryan with 23 in the play clock. It's a handoff. That's Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright, 2nd effort, turned maybe a 1-yard loss into a 1-yard gain. Kept on churning his legs. So we've seen Antonio Wright in his last game for the Irish, and there Anthony Wright also his last game for the Irish. As I noted in the first half, both of those players, the Wright twins, have been significant contributors here for this Father Ryan squad the last 4 seasons. 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9, 10:25 to go 3rd quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. Tabscott out of the gun, 3 receivers too far side. Tabscott's going to roll under pressure. Throws toward that far sideline, incomplete. Wisely unloaded it. Christian Smith, the nearest receiver, but it appeared that Tyler Barron, number 9, was bearing down on Tabscott. I'm sure Tabscott remembers Barron from last season. They were part of that Ensworth team. Has transferred here to Knoxville Catholic. Anticipate him playing at the University of Tennessee. 3rd and 9. 10:13 to go 3rd quarter. Father Ryan trails Knox Catholic by a score of 10-7. The student section making some noise to my right. It's a handoff. Antonio Wright. Antonio Wright still going, 2nd effort. He'll be about 4 yards shy. But now it's 4th and 4. Decision time for Father Ryan. 4th and 4. If Father Ryan can get Catholic to move into the neutral zone, get an encroachment, would be the 2nd time in this game that Knox Catholic would give Father Ryan a free 1st down through such an action. This could be a pooch, but I think they're going to run a play here with 16 on the play clock. Tabscott is going to throw deep. Christian Smith. And it's incomplete. Oh, they say touchback. You know what? That actually helped Father Ryan.
That wasn't very smart.
An interception, you just let that one hit the ground. So instead of Knox Catholic getting the ball at the Father Ryan 34, it's going to be at the 20-yard line. Oh, they're going to say incomplete now. So incomplete pass. And it's a turnover on downs, giving the ball back to Knox Catholic. Actually, this is their first possession of the 2nd half. 9:31 to go 3rd quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. Man in motion. This time actually is a jet sweep as they teased it several times before to that far side. Tommy Winton. So Winton about a 6 or 7 yard gain. They'll say 7. Makes it 2nd and 3. 9-12 and counting third quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10. Father Ryan 7. And again, it's motion. This is going to be a handoff. It's a first down for Catholic. Jarman, Keandre Jarman to that far side. Made it close to midfield. They'll say it was stopped at the 47-yard line. And now it's Knox Catholic looking to go up-tempo. With quarterback Caden Martin out of the gun. A running play at Father Ryan bottled up. The Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic have not had a lot of success running between the tackles tonight. So let's say no gain. 2nd and 10, 8:30 and counting third quarter. Father Ryan trails by 3. Knox Catholic out of the gun. It's a keeper. Martin keeps it himself, dives forward. Maybe a 4 or 5 yard, or maybe more than that, like a 6 yard gain. We'll see where they officially spot the ball. Looks like it's about the Father Ryan 46-yard line. There comes Marcus Kennedy Holt subbing at the last second. I send Peterson to the side. Parker Peterson goes to the sideline. Kennedy Holt at nose tackle and Torrey Heron to the near side. A defensive end of that 3-3-5 scheme on this. As a keeper on this third down. Martin gets away from a tackler. Martin to the 25. Caden Martin to the 15. Caden Martin has set up Knoxville Catholic for 1st and goal. So Martin showing off the wheels. And it was Reed, number 5, James Reed, defensive back, making the stop for Father Ryan. So it's 1st and goal for Knoxville Catholic. 7:30 and counting third quarter. The Fighting Irish lead the Irish by 3. And that's Knoxville Catholic leading Father Ryan. Martin out of that pistol formation. Handoff. Ball comes loose. Father Ryan looks like they've recovered. Waiting for that official signal. And it is. Father Ryan ball. So Father Ryan recovers the fumble at their own 3-yard line. Just as Knox Catholic looked like they might be trying to re-extend its lead to 2 possessions. Instead, is Father Ryan trailing by 3, now in possession of the ball. And they'll say actually at their own 2-yard line. So a long way to go for Father Ryan, but forcing a turnover here in this second half. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go, third quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. The Irish break the huddle. They got to go quick, though. This 25-second play clock after a change of possession. Teams are not necessarily adjusting that particular element of this particularly well that I've seen across the board. Father Ryan, 5 seconds. Can get penalized here. They get the snap off with 1. Run up the middle. Maybe a 1-yard gain. And I wonder if that's some sort of a manifestation of teams getting used to that 40-second play clock and not thinking, oh, wait, change of possession, we got 25. It was really notable, really striking early in the season. You just did not see very many delay of games compared to what you've seen in the past. And I think that rule change is a direct reason for it. 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9, 6:40 and counting, third quarter. Father Ryan going the I formation, double fullback look. We'll get motion. And that's going to be a penalty against Knox Catholic encroachment for the second time in this game. And that's not a bad spot at all to go for that hard count. Because if it's a penalty against the offense, half the distance is what, a yard and a half? But against the defense in that case, you're getting the full 5. 2nd and 9 becomes a much more manageable 2nd and 4 from the Father Ryan Irish 8-yard line. 6:26 to go, third quarter. Father Ryan trails by 3. And with 3 receivers, it's a handoff. There's just not a lot of room there on that 2nd and 4 running between the tackles. And that size, that bulk in there. So Logan Bruce on the stop.
It's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 for Father Ryan. Less than 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Father Ryan trails by 3. Out of the gun. 4 receivers. They tried the stretch handoff. And there's just nowhere to go for Father Ryan on the ground. So Father Ryan Father Ryan fumbles on that play. There was this big scrum of players well away from us there. I thought it was player down. I heard fumble. And indeed, Father Ryan has turned it over. Knox Catholic, 1st and goal from the 8. Handoffs, they try and stretch toward this near corner. Ball comes loose again, but I think it went out of bounds. We'll see. We'll see what the refs say. They're talking about it. Huge call right here. The question would be, did a player for Father Ryan have possession in bounds? If you're standing out of bounds and touch the ball, and you're on possession, you don't have the ball. So several fumbles here in the last few minutes. It was Knox Catholic fumbling as it looked like they were about to get a touchdown to extend their lead to 2 possessions. And then Father Ryan on 3rd down, after recovering the fumble from Knox Catholic, fumbled it back. 2nd and goal. Knox Catholic from the Father Ryan 2-yard line. 5:30 to go third quarter. A whistle. Look at the head referee saying something to the head coach at Knoxville Catholic. I'm not quite sure what. I'd give you an explanation if they'd give me one. I don't know what's going on here. The clock has stopped, I can tell you that. 2nd and 8, 5:30 to go second quarter. Knoxville Catholic 10, Father Ryan 7. The 2019 season finale. After all that, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3 for Knoxville Catholic. Caden Martin, quarterback of this Fighting Irish team. Still feels weird to say that for 9 years of making sure that was the one thing I didn't say. But that's their team name. They're the Fighting Irish, and Father Ryan's the Irish. Out of the pistol. Using motion, Knox Catholic. Set up Martin. Martin the keeper. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knox Catholic. The second rushing touchdown of the night for Caden Martin. And it's now 16-7, Knox Catholic. So the touchdown by Martin from 2 yards out made it a 9-point lead. And now Knox Catholic's going to go for this extra point try. And the extra point is good. 5:26 to go. Third quarter, your score, Knoxville Catholic 17, Father Ryan 7. Take a quick break. This is Father Ryan Football on ATW Sportscast. Knoxville Catholic has extended its lead over Father Ryan to 17-7 on a second rushing touchdown of the game by quarterback Caden Martin. Score update, Ensworth 19, McCauley 10. I'll remind you, McCauley is 8-1. Ensworth knew that if it wanted to make the playoffs, the Tigers had to if they wanted to secure it themselves, would have to do it against a very strong McCauley team, as kickoff is fielded from the 5 to the 10 to the 15, past the 20, and 20, maybe 23-yard line is where Michael Hartz was brought down in that kick return. Again, no Parker Erdman in there tonight for Father Ryan. No sign of Jaden Robinson, the running back, either. But players out there for Father Ryan have been fighting hard on this cold night here in Knoxville. It's a 3-point game at the half. Knoxville Catholic, just moments ago with a touchdown. Sophomore quarterback Caden Martin. And now it's a junior quarterback DC Tabscott for the Irish of Father Ryan. Father Ryan trailing Knox Catholic by 10. 5:21 to go, third quarter. It's 3 receivers for the Irish. Set up a run to that far side with Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright tries to get to the outside, does. Not quite a first down, but an 8 or 9 yard gain. And we have a flag. We've already seen a couple of late hits. I don't know if that's what that was on, though, or that was the call. We'll see. So it's holding against Father Ryan. So that takes the 9-yard carry off the board, and instead is a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and they'll replay it. .5:12 to go, third quarter. Father Ryan trailing Knox Catholic by the score of 17-7. Tabscott. It's a handoff. Anthony Wright cuts back. Anthony Wright makes a man miss past the 35. Near the 40, that's a first down for Father Ryan. A great run by senior running back Anthony Wright. We've got a player down. Player for Knoxville Catholic. So the ball spotted at the Irish 40. The player down for Knoxville Catholic. It's number 9, Tyler Barron. And again, Barron, one of those players I've called multiple games of his from when he was at Innsworth. And now up here in the Knoxville area playing for Knoxville Catholic. So receiving some medical attention. Hope he'll be okay. Take a quick timeout. 5:04 to go, third quarter. Your score, Knoxville Catholic 17. Father Ryan 7. Actually, we'll keep it here, as Tyler Barron will be able to leave the field on his own power. Good to see that. Hope he'll be okay. So now for Father Ryan, chance to talk things over after the first down. Nice run by Wright to give the Irish first and 10 from their own 40. Midway through this third quarter, 17-7. Knoxville Catholic leading Father Ryan. 2 receivers to the far side. 1 to the near. Solo running back to the side of DC Tabscott. Play fake to Jackson, throws near side complete. Richard Bryant. Haven't called Richard Bryant's name in a couple of games. He makes the reception there on that near sideline. Nice catch at about 7 yards. So without Erdman in there tonight, Father Ryan mixing things up a bit. Likewise, seeing Bryshawn Jackson in there at running back with no sign of Jaden Robinson to this point. 3 receivers, 2 to the far side for Father Ryan, sticking the same formation. 2nd and 3, 4:45 to go. It's a keeper. DC Tabscott has the first down past midfield. Tackled in Knox Catholic territory around the 45. They'll say just shy of the 45-yard line. First down, Father Ryan Irish. This 1st and 10 handoff, that's Anthony Wright, has a huge hole, past the 30, to the 20, tackled from behind, brought down around the 12-yard line. What a run by Anthony Wright. So he's been running extra inspiration on this drive. Come out fired up, made a great cut, found a seam, and Anthony Wright will go to the sideline, catch a much well-reserved breather. Irish looking to move quick on tempo. So you approach the 4-minute mark. This is Bryshawn Jackson, spin move. Jackson fumbles the ball. Bryshawn Jackson fumbled the ball. and Knoxville Catholic recovered. So that's going to give Knoxville Catholic the ball at its own 4-yard line. It was a hard hit that popped the ball up from Bryshawn Jackson. Knoxville Catholic 17, Father Ryan 7. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go, third quarter. On this 1st and 10, handoff on that far side, looking for the corner, near a first down. It was Spencer Margolis, number 32 on the run. And just like Father Ryan, mixing things up with some players off the bench, likewise the case for Knox Catholic. 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard gain. 3:47 to go, third quarter. Father Ryan trailing Knox Catholic by 10. They use some motion to the Fighting Irish of Knox Catholic. Hand up up the middle. That should be enough for a first down with the forward progress. Father Ryan very risky there. You got to stop with the whistle, guys. They gave him the benefit of the doubt. Forward progress stopped, but it's enough for a first down. The ball just to the Father Ryan side of the Knox Catholic 15-yard line. Knoxville Catholic with a 10-point lead. And they'll be looking at 1st and 10. They'll say from their own 15-yard line on that far hash. They'll wind the clock. And with 25 seconds on the play clock, 3:33 to go, third quarter. Out of the shotgun formation, Martin, quick throw to the near side. That's a completion. And out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Good job by Father Ryan covering sideline to sideline. Matthew Zito on the stop. And these seniors for Father Ryan know the rest of this third quarter, the fourth quarter, and if needed, overtime. And then that's it for their Father Ryan football career. So on 2nd and 5, again using motion. It's a keeper, though. Martin's going to keep it himself, has the first down. Already has 2 rushing touchdowns on the game. Tackled at the Knox Catholic 34-yard line. And Caden Martin has moved the chains again for the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic. And Catholic quick to the line. Father Ryan tries to make a substitution. Willis Jackson Brown goes to the sideline from the linebacker position. That 3-3-5 look, Father Ryan. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 5 wide receivers. Out of the pistol with 3 receivers. One of those receivers moves in motion to this near side. That's Winton. That's to set up the pitch play, that far side. Flag comes in. So we'll have to see what this call is. It's Nicholas Iverson on the run. That's often an area we see a holding call, but that might not be the case. We see Knox Catholic start to walk away from the ball, so it will be, in all likelihood, against Knox Catholic, and it is holding. Wait and see what they actually put the marker. It'll be at the 27-yard line of Knoxville Catholic. Knoxville Catholic has to reach their own 44-yard line to get a first down. 1st and 18. Davenport and Iverson, the running backs, shifting around near the quarterback, Martin. And now it's motion from that far side from Winton. Throw to the near side. Winton has the completion. Bishop can't quite make the tackle, spun around, and finally out of bounds. Cole Becker on the stop. They'll put the nose of the ball right at the 34-yard line of Knoxville Catholic. 2:42 to go, third quarter. Knox Catholic 17, Father Ryan 7. Trips receivers tied on this near side. They'll bring one of them, Winton, in motion. They tease the jet sweep, and it's Martin keeping it himself. You see Martin extending as far as he can. How about a 6 or 7 yard gain? Less than 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. James Reed on the stop. 3rd and 3. Father Ryan has to be careful not to jump. You can't make a substitution at this point, Father Ryan. It's going to be too late. Father Ryan, get it together if you're going to get defense out there. Peterson running in late. Discombobulation. And there's what Father Ryan needed to do, is take a timeout. And that's where the hurry-up can mess you up as a defense when you're facing that. When you got a team quick to the line, you try to make a substitution, not time to do so. You certainly don't want to get caught with 10 men on the field, but Father Ryan ultimately on this 3rd and 3, an important play, calls timeout. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go, third quarter. Knoxville Catholic 17, Father Ryan High School 7. It's a cold night here in Knoxville, East Tennessee. First time for Father Ryan and Knox Catholic to play in football since 2004. And the first time up here in Knoxville for Father Ryan since 2003. And now 16 years later, here we are at the end of the regular season. Catholic leading Father Ryan 17-7, 2:14 to go. Safe to say it's a rather critical play right here for Father Ryan's defense. Get the stop, force a punt, see what you can do. Considering that this drive started inside the Knox Catholic 5 after the fumble by Father Ryan's offense. And with the ball at the 41-yard line of the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic, it's going to be 3rd and 3. Father Ryan has the personnel on the field. They want to get Kennedy Holt in. They've got him. Kennedy Holt, the nose tackle, into the near side. It's going to be Torrey Hare into the far side at defensive end. Zach Smith. And again, motion used. Ball goes out of the hands of Martin. It's picked up by Winton. Winton, that's a vicious block. That's a flag all day. That's the kind of play we're trying to take out of football right there. A blindside hit. There's some heat over there, and understandably so. Glad to see Zach Smith can be okay. Helped off the field. I mean, Zach Smith's an offensive lineman. It's like a small player, but you get the size of the guy that gave him that blindside block. I mean, the crazy thing is, 25 years ago, that's, a great block, but with player safety being certainly top of mind. So okay, so it was a late hit that was declined, or blindside that was declined, which a personal foul, I didn't think you'd decline it, but sometimes I don't have these rules down as much as I think I do. And then after the play, personal fouls on both sides when Father Ryan was incensed over the cheap shot blindside hit. So after all of that, 4th and 15, and it looks like it's going to be a punting situation here for Knoxville Catholic. Father Ryan down by 10 as Michael Hart standing at his own 39-yard line. The clock rolls, though. Less than 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Father Ryan trails by 10. Irish brings some heat, a low bouncer. Hartz fields it, dangerous play. I would suggest the risk reward wasn't the best on that. It turned out okay for Father Ryan as Hart's got an extra yard after he picked up the ball. Sometimes with that, it's a matter of the score and the time remaining. If you're up big and do something like that, or up in a close game, it's not necessarily the best. You're down by 10, trying to get your team a jump start. Sometimes that's an approach to take. Saw Keyshawn Lawrence do that last week against Brentwood Academy. Saw him do it a couple times against Father Ryan on the punt return. This is when where it bounced and he took it back to the house. So for Father Ryan, down by 10, will have in possession of the ball from their own 40-yard line. Minute 44 to go, third quarter. Tapscott rolls far side, tries to find somebody open, throws a strange-looking pass. It's caught. Christian Smith from the 45 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown Irish. Father Ryan Irish, I might add. So not the prettiest pass you'll ever see, but on the money. Smith wide open. Tapscott bought enough time. That makes it 17-13 Knoxville Catholic, with Father Ryan about to try an extra point. Christian Smith is really about the 35-yard line where he got free. The ball was there. And now Zach Wisnowski to try the extra point. And it's good. Minute 31 to go, third quarter. Your score, Knoxville Catholic 17, Father Ryan High School 14. Take a quick break. This is Father Ryan Football on ATW Sportscast. Minute 31 to go, third quarter. Knoxville Catholic's lead has been cut to 3 by Father Ryan on the 60-yard touchdown pass. DZ Tabscott to Christian Smith. And now Father Ryan set to kick off. And it'll be Zach Wisnowski kicking deep. There's a medium-length spinning kick to the far side, field to the 20. Dancing around to the 25, cut past a few players. Father Ryan can't seem to make a tackle, finally dropped around the 33-yard line. There's a flag down. And those long returns, it takes time to come back. That's often against the return team, a hold or something like that. Block in the back. And so that is the call. So it's a spot of the foul penalty, minus 10 yards. A minute 23 to go, third quarter. Knoxville Catholic 17, Father Ryan High School 14. A couple of score updates. Brentwood Academy 14, Baylor 14. Ensworth 19, McCauley 17. Both of those games in the third quarter. Christian Brothers leads NBA at the half 7-3. Here in Knoxville, it's Knox Catholic first and 10 with a 3-point lead. They tried the reverse. Father Ryan sniffed it out. Hartz nearly made the play. Bishop. Can they make a tackle? Father Ryan having trouble bringing down the running back. This could be trouble. Winton to the far side. Winton, can you believe this? This is going to be a touchdown for Knoxville Catholic. Winton's got a convoy with him. Nick Ledoux's giving chase, but it's not going to happen. So it's an 84-yard touchdown run for the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic. And what a turn of events there. From what looked like a major loss, a major stop on the play, Winton somehow avoided. I mean, there are a couple of players for Father Ryan. It seemed like they had him wrapped up or had their jersey. Somehow broke away. 23-14 now for Knox Catholic and an extra point try. Paxton Robertson. Extra point is good. Just less than a minute to go, third quarter. It's now Knoxville Catholic 24, Father Ryan 14. I can say for when they're showing on the big scoreboard here, the replay, I mean, he was almost tackled like the 2-yard line, his own 2. And then he managed to cut to the far side, had some blockers, and it was off to the races for number 24. So Tommy Winton, a long touchdown, 84-yard touchdown. He ran certainly further than 84 yards by the time it was said and done, but a touchdown for Knoxville Catholic late in this third. Knoxville Catholic now leads 24-14 over Father Ryan. Now the challenge for Father Ryan. Trying to find a way to counterpunch. Spinning kick to the far side, fielded at the 9. It's fumbled. Picked up by Smith, Christian Smith. To the 20, the 25 to the 35, actually to the 40. Nice return, Christian Smith.
Smith on the return, tackled by Mays. First and 10, Father Ryan.
It's Cooper Mays on the stop for Knoxville Catholic. And they lead Father Ryan 24-14. 51.5 seconds to go, third quarter. And the Irish will go 3 receivers, 2 to the near side on this first and 10 from their own 40. Tabscott has some time. Going to go deep. Incomplete. I think there was some miscommunication between Tabscott and receiver Christian Smith. Tabs got through deep. Whereas I think Smith may have been looking for that deep of a pass. Whatever the case, it falls incomplete and stops the clock. 45.3 seconds to go, third quarter. Knoxville Catholic 24, Father Ryan 14. Father Ryan breaks huddle. And a 2nd and 10. And again, that 3 receiver look. Some help blocking. And a nice run. About an 8 or 9 yard gain. And it was Anthony Wright on the run.
Second and 1 at the 49-yard line. Third and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Saw a player leave the field, number 62, Tim Amet for Knox Catholic. They list him at 6'5", 395. When I saw that when I was doing game prep before this week, I thought somebody hit 3 instead of a 2. It was a mistake. No, definitely tough to run up the middle with him in there. And he hadn't played football since the age of 11 until this season. The clock hit 0. So a very eventful third quarter. And your score after 3, Knoxville Catholic 24, Father Ryan High School 14. We're back with the exciting fourth quarter of action here in Knoxville. This is Father Ryan Football on ATW Sportscast. And so we begin the fourth quarter here in Knoxville on a cold night on the first day of November. Father Ryan trails by 10 against host Knox Catholic. Score update. McCauley has taken the lead on Ensworth. McCauley 23, Ensworth 19 in the fourth quarter. That game going on in Chattanooga. Here in Knoxville, Father Ryan looking at a 3rd and 1, and a short one at that. Out of the gun. Handoff. I don't know if he made it, maybe about a half yard shy. It was Bryshawn Jackson on the run, no gain. It's fourth and 1, but a very short one. We may see Tabscott go into center. We will. This may be a sneak. Instead, it's a handoff. Anthony Wright has the first down, spin move past the 45 to the 40. And Anthony Wright on 4th and short gets Father Ryan 10 yards and change, and more importantly, a first down. 11:14 to go, fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 24, Father Ryan 14. On the road, trying to close out the 2019 season with a win against a very talented Knox Catholic team. 3 receivers, 2 to that far side. There's a handoff. Anthony Wright. Anthony Wright cuts through. Anthony Wright to the 20, to the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown Irish. Anthony Wright from 39 yards out. Father Ryan finds that counterpunch. And now it's a 4-point game again with an extra point to come. And Anthony Wright, been such a key player. These Irish teams the last few years, along with his twin brother Antonio. Extra point by Zach Wisnowski is good. So 10 minutes, 49 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 24, Father Ryan 21. Game that was very defensive-minded early. Seen some scoring pickup here in this third quarter. Of course, for Father Ryan, win or lose, this is the end of their season. For Knoxville Catholic, if they lose, they have no shot of making the playoffs. Of course, a win does not guarantee a playoff spot for Knoxville Catholic, as they must have Brentwood Academy lose to Baylor, and that game was tied up at last check. And they likely, win or lose, won't know before this game is over who's going to win that BA versus Baylor game. But as always, you worry about the things you can worry about and let the rest handle itself. So the ball's teed to the 40. Zach Wesnowski, who just at the extra point for Father Ryan, looks ready to kick off. Spinning kick toward that middle of the field. Takes a bounce. Finally fielded around the 20. Nice tackle around the 25-yard line. And that's where Knox Catholic takes over.
Winton on the return, tackled by Still.
Marshall Still, the 5'10 sophomore on the stop. Good tackle, too.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So with the ball at their own 25, Knox Catholic leads by 3. 10:44 to go, fourth quarter. Use some motion. Little inside screen. Father Ryan figured that one out, blew it up for a loss.
Pass complete to Davenport, tackled by Zito.
So Matthew Zito stops Luke Davenport.
And 11.
Tackle for loss, a 1-yard loss. Second and 11, 10:23 and counting fourth quarter. Knox Catholic 24, Father Ryan 21. And using motion, jet sweep. A nice move and a nice tackle as well by Beacom from behind.
German carries, stopped by Beacon. Johnson on the carry.
Say Johnson on the carry, quick to the line, third and short on 3rd and 1.
O'Leary on the carry.
No question who had the ball on that one. Martin gets the first down.
It's an Aubrey's first down at the 37.
That was a good play there by Knox Catholic. Quick to the line at 3rd and short. Don't give Father Ryan a chance to get settled. The clock runs. 9:40 and counting fourth quarter. 3-point lead. Play fake. Martin throwing deep into man coverage. And it's caught. Taylor Shannon. Touchdown Knoxville Catholic from 63 yards out. That throw was on the money. The coverage was there. Just a beautiful throw, a nice play to bring it in. And that once again gives Knoxville Catholic a 2-possession lead. Now 30-21. 9:29 to go fourth quarter. Paxton Robertson to attempt the extra point. And the extra point is good. 9 minutes, 29 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 31, Father Ryan 21. This is Father Ryan football on ATW Sportscast. .29 to go fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 31. Father Ryan High School 21. I'm Lou Pickney with you on this call here on a cold night in Knoxville, where Father Ryan has multiple times in this game battled back from a double-digit deficit to make it a 3-point game, but it's been back and forth scoring here the last few drives. Speaking of back and forth scoring, another update. Ensworth has retaken the lead at McCauley. 26-23, Ensworth leads. That game's in the fourth quarter down in Chattanooga. A deep kick. Aiden Nelson wisely watches that ball go into the end zone. He could have tried to jump and catch it, but when you're down by 10 and you got less than 9.5 minutes to go in the game, you do what's smart and you let the ball go into the end zone. So Father Ryan starts first and 10 from its own 20. Again, a Father Ryan team that has not had Parker Erdman out there tonight, has not had Jaden Robinson out there tonight. Richard Bryant, the receiver to this near side, he has 1 reception in this game. 2 receivers to that far side. Lone running back, Anthony Wright. The quarterback is junior DC Tabscott. Handoff on 1st and 10. Anthony Wright tries to break through. Good leg strength, about a 7-yard gain, maybe 6. Depends on the spot. Father Ryan has 2 timeouts. Knoxville Catholic has all 3 of its timeouts. The clock runs, 9:12 and counting. Three receivers again for the Irish. Approach the 9-minute mark. Handoff, Bryshawn Jackson. Spun around for maybe a 2-yard gain. Maybe 1. The line of scrimmage was the 27. Also near the 29, so about a 2-yard gain. The Irish, anytime there's a touchback, it's very easy to see where the line to gain is the 30-yard line. So 3rd and a long 1 for Father Ryan. Father Ryan trails Knox Catholic by 10. 8:27 and counting, 4th quarter. Tabscott going to keep it himself. And he's going to lose yardage. The Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic are ready for that. And approaching the 8-minute mark here in this 4th quarter, Father Ryan down by 10. Decision time for the Father Ryan Irish. Looks like the Irish are at least line up as they're going to go for this. Could be a pooch. Although it doesn't look like it from these near side receivers the way they're lined up. And that includes Bryant and Father Ryan. Ball is tipped. Incomplete pass and a turnover on downs. And that's going to give Knoxville Catholic the ball at the Father Ryan 29-yard line. So the turnover on downs brings us to 31-21. Knoxville Catholic leading Father Ryan. It's been a back-and-forth game. Sophomore quarterback Caden Martin, 1st and 10, play fake, throwing deep. Incomplete, falls well out of the back of the end zone, intended for Jack Jancic. And Jancic had James Reed right there with him. That stops the clock. 7:44 to go, 4th quarter. Knoxville Catholic 31, Father Ryan 21. Again, motion used. They tease the jet sweep. Martin keeps it himself. Stiff arms the Father Ryan defender past the 20 to the 15, out of bounds around the 12-yard line. Reed got over there to make the stop, but one of the difficult things about Caden Martin, he's got a strong arm and he's got some quick legs too. So it's a 1st down for Knox Catholic because Martin went out of bounds. That stops the clock at 7:37. Jet sweep toward that far side flag, and that's a clear hold. The run was stopped, maybe a 3 yards at best on the forward progress, but that almost for sure is coming back on a hold. If I can see it standing on top of the press box, the officials down there can as well, at least usually. So they'll replay the 1st down from the 10 yards from wherever that penalty happened. For Father Ryan, if they can hold Knox Catholic to at least just a field goal, obviously Father Ryan Irish would prefer to not have any points, but pick your poison. You say take the field goal or give up the field goal and still make it a 2-possession game. On 1st and long, Martin throwing quarter end zone to double coverage is tipped away. A nice job defensively by Father Ryan. Aiden Nelson coming over there. Keep in mind, Aiden Nelson's a freshman, but he's been asked to do quite a bit this season for Father Ryan, mostly on kickoff returns, but in this case, good job defensively. 2nd and 22 from the Father Ryan Irish 26-yard line for Knox Catholic. They tease the jet sweep to the pitch to this near side. Look out, Jarman down at the 1. Oh, it's a 1st down for Knoxville Catholic, not quite in the end zone. So a big chunk of yardage picked up at the 7:07 mark. 1st and goal, Knox Catholic at the 1. Martin goes under center. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. He's going to try and get his third rushing touchdown of the night. And he's in. Touchdown, Knoxville Catholic. Caden Martin. So 3 rushing touchdowns to go with a passing touchdown for quarterback Caden Martin. And now it's a 37-21 lead for Knoxville Catholic. So at the moment, it's a 2-possession game, but an extra point's going to make it a 3-possession game. The difference between 16 and 17. And the extra point is good. So the score, Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan High School 21. Less than 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter. And what will be Father Ryan's final game of this 2019 season. Father Ryan has 2 of his 3 timeouts for the second half. They used the one when they were in trouble of the substitution. Baylor and Brentwood Academy remain tied at 14. Taking place in Middle Tennessee. There's Robertson with that kickoff, that strong leg. Again, the ball reaches the end zone, and it's a touchback. First and 10, Father Ryan from its own 20-yard line. 6:58 to go, fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan 21. Father Ryan has hung in there. But some big plays by Knox Catholic. Seemed like every time Father Ryan hit a counter punch, there was a reversal by Knox Catholic. And now the Fighting Irish lead the Irish by 17. Looks like a player jumped for Catholic. Throw high. Dangerous pass, incomplete. There were 2 or 3 defenders there in the vicinity for Knox Catholic, intended for Zach Turner. There wasn't much Turner could do with that high throw. But the incompletion does stop the clock. 6:54 to go, fourth quarter. Knox Catholic 38, Father Ryan 21. Pfeiffer, the receiver to this near side. One of 4 receivers. Tapscott to set up the quick screen, receiver screen to Christian Smith. Past the 25, has the first down past the 30. Be tackled around the 32-yard line. That's enough to move the chains for Father Ryan. A nice pitch and catch. And you can see Tapscott, the quarterback Tapscott, trying to get his team to the line quickly. He knows Father Ryan's down by 3 possessions. Father Ryan's got to move. They wind the clock. 6:38 and counting, fourth quarter. Father Ryan down by 17. 4 receivers. Tapscott throws, high pass, incomplete, intended for Josh Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer has some pretty good extension as far as we can get to, but that ball was just unreachable for him on that play. And on 2nd and 10, 4 receivers again for Father Ryan. Under pressure, Tapscott throws incomplete. Intended, we have a flag down. It's maybe a late hit. Intended for Matthew Beacom.
Pass incomplete. Flag on the play.
I was looking downfield when the flag was thrown, so I don't know what the infraction was.
Personal foul. Roughing the quarterback.
So this is roughing the passer. The one penalty in high school football, that is an automatic first down, although with being 2nd and 10, it was going to be a first down either way. The ball spotted at the Father Ryan Irish 48-yard line. Clock is stopped. 6:24 to go, fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan 21. And then the Irish looking at a 4-receiver look. And one running back, Tapscott. He's going to run with it. Tabscott past the 50, past the 40. He'll be stopped about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. About an 8-yard pickup.
Quarterback Tabscott keeps. Tackled by Jack Hansen.
Bryshawn Jackson to the sideline, spelled by senior Anthony Wright. 2nd and 2, approaching the 6-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Father Ryan down by 17. Throw to that far side. Falls incomplete. Intended for Christian Smith. So now it'll be 3rd and 2 for Father Ryan. 5:57 to go, fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan 21. The ball is at the 44-yard line of Knoxville Catholic. Pfeiffer and turn to the receivers to this near side on 3rd and 2. Stretch play. Anthony Wright's second effort. He was stopped, kept going, has the first down. Anthony Wright knows this may be his final quarter of football for Father Ryan High School. He's giving his all. Now Anthony Wright goes to the sideline. Bryshawn Jackson comes in to spell him. 1st and 10, Father Ryan, 5:41 and counting. Ball's at the 38-yard line of Knox Catholic. Tabscott goes through his progression, throws near side, complete. Nice catch, Josh Pfeiffer. First down, Father Ryan, as he goes out of bounds. So Pfeiffer brings it in. Ball spotted at the near side hash on the 24-yard line. 5:33 to go, fourth quarter. Knox Catholic 38, Father Ryan 21. Pfeiffer and Turner, the receivers to the near side. Beacom and Smith to the far. Throw by Tabscott near side, complete. Zach Turner. Not just a whole lot yardage-wise, but it does stop the clock. So it's a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 21-yard line of Catholic. 5:28 to go, fourth quarter. Father Ryan trails by 17. Tabscott through that corner. Looking for Pfeiffer. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Pfeiffer is incomplete, and it's 3rd down.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for Father Ryan. 5:23 to go, fourth quarter. Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan 21. That fade pass into the corner. Worked earlier tonight for Father Ryan. We saw it work last week as well against Lipscomb. Beacom and Smith to the far side. Turner in the slot on the near side. Pfeiffer closest to me on this near side. Another Tabscott run. They'll get maybe 2 yards tops. Tyler Barron on the stop. We have a whistle. There's a flag down.
There's a flag on the play.
Five minutes, 15 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Everybody's looking here at the stadium, kind of quieted down for a second, trying to figure out what the referees are going to say. Right, head official, always look for that official in the white hat. Eventually, that person will give you the answer. Personal foul. So it's a face mask penalty against Knox Catholic. So a first down for Father Ryan by way of a penalty. Face mask. Earlier in this game, we had Catholic whistled for an offensive face mask. This one, a defensive face mask penalty. 5:15 to go, fourth quarter. Father Ryan trails by 17. They're looking at 1st and goal from the 10. Anthony Wright's in at running back. Pfeiffer to the near side. Turner and Smith, the receivers to that far side. Beacom, the tight end, lined up toward that far side. Tabscott, pressured. Tabscott, buying time, just throws up a floater out of bounds. Wise decision to get rid of it. Although after last week, I'm hesitant just claim a throw is incomplete or just throwing it away after the touchdown that I thought was going to be a throwaway initially. 5 minutes even to go as the clock stopped in the fourth quarter. It's a 17-point lead for Knox Catholic. Father Ryan looking at 2nd and goal from the 10. Tabscott knew the one thing he did not want to do there, besides the turnover, of course, is to take a sack or get brought down inbounds, just because the reality of the situation, a 3-possession lead for Knox Catholic, 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Tabscott throws complete. The 5-yard line. There's Turner on the reception. Oh, was it Christian Smith over there? I saw Turner getting up. The clock, well, that's what I was looking over the clock. That's more important for Father Ryan at this point. 4:44 and counting. 3rd and goal from they'll say the 3-yard line on this near side. Play fake. Tabscott can run it if he wants to. Touchdown Irish. D.C. Tabscott. On 3rd and goal from the 3, David Charles Tabscott runs it in. And that makes it 38-27. Knox Catholic in the lead. Father Ryan will line up for the traditional extra point in an attempt to make it a 10-point game. Father Ryan has 2 timeouts remaining. Junior place kicker Zach Wisnowski. And the kick spins through the uprights and is good. 4 minutes, 31 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Your score, Knox Catholic 38, Father Ryan 28. Take a quick break. This is Father Ryan Football on ATW Sportscast. .431 to go, fourth quarter. Father Ryan trails by 10 after the touchdown run by D.C. Tabscott. Irish look to be setting up an onside kick attempt. Score update. Ensworth leads McCauley 33-23. With a win, Ensworth would secure itself a playoff berth. Onside kick try. And Taylor Shannon falls on the ball for Knox Catholic. We've seen onside kick attempts that have done the traditional double bounce and that third high bounce from Wisnowski. That's pretty good success with that, at least some of the time. Those are tough, even for the best of kickers. That one didn't quite get the bounce. And certainly it's not as easy to pull off when you have the other team anticipating it, as Catholic certainly was there. Martin remains in at quarterback, 10-point lead. 4:30 to go. Handoff. Up the middle. That's going to be a first down. Nicholas Iverson. So Iverson, about an 18-yard run. The clock runs, 4:15 and counting. Knox Catholic 38, Father Ryan 28. Less than 4 minutes to go. Catholic taking its time, and wisely so. 12 seconds in the play clock. Again, that 40-second play clock coming into effect. There's a handoff up the middle. And about a 5-yard gain. Becker on the stop. And it was Iverson again on the run. Baylor has the lead on Brentwood Academy, 21-17. 4.5 minutes to go in that one. They started a half hour after us, approaching the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter here, a 10-point lead. Martin's going to keep it himself on the fake as the first down. Father Ryan gives chase. Father Ryan forces Martin out of bounds. Michael Hart's good acceleration to get over there, although Hart's a little slow to get up. The clock was already stopped. The officials call for an official timeout. And though Martin did get the first down, it was a good job by Hart's to force Martin out of bounds, tackle him inbounds, the clock continues to roll. So hopefully just had the wind knocked out of him or something like that. So run up the middle for Baylor that gave them the lead at Brentwood Academy. And they haven't given the score of that game out here at the stadium, but I imagine if they did, this Knox Catholic crowd would be ecstatic. Their team has a 10-point lead. They need Brentwood Academy to lose. Brentwood Academy trails by 4. Baylor taking the lead there. Here it's 1st and 10 from the 17. Let's run to the near side. Reed makes the tackle. Spencer Margolis on the run.
Margolis with the carry.
It'll be a timeout.
Gain of 6.
So Father Ryan uses its second timeout. They'll have 1 remaining. Knox Catholic has all 3. Knox Catholic leads Father Ryan 38-28. Less than 3 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. So out of the timeout, it's going to be 2nd down and 4 for Knoxville Catholic. They lead Father Ryan 38-28, 2:47 to go here in this 4th quarter. It's a keeper. Martin with a keeper. Caden Martin. About a 2 or 3 yard gain, but more importantly for Knox Catholic, the clock continues to run. 2:33 and counting, 4th quarter, 38-28. Knox Catholic leads Father Ryan. In Brentwood, BA trails now by 10. Baylor, another touchdown by Baylor. And that's going to be when they find out here at Knox Catholic that Baylor has a 10-point lead at BA. And their home team here with a 10-point lead on Father Ryan, they know that's the ticket to the playoffs. Martin under pressure from the play fake. Martin is going to be dropped. The sack by Father Ryan. 3rd and 1. And Martin will be stopped around the Father Ryan Irish 17-yard line. Father Ryan uses its 3rd and final timeout at the 1:56 mark of the 4th quarter. Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan 28. So on 4th and 9, we'll see what they end up calling here for Catholic. Robertson, their kicker, has a very strong leg. And a field goal would make it a 13-point game. Thus, Father Ryan would have to have 2 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes in order to come back. Versus if they were to miss a field goal, then it's a touchdown and maybe a field goal to force overtime the other way. They're going to try for the field goal. They're going to break out Robertson here, and I think that's the right play. So Father Ryan's out of timeouts, but it's 4th down. They're giving the score now. About to hear a crowd pop. I don't think these fans realize the importance of that score with Baylor a 10-point lead over BA. Here it's a 10-point lead for Knox Catholic over Father Ryan. And place kicker Paxton Robertson will try and extend that lead to 13. No good. Wide left. So the field goal misses. They'll move the line of scrimmage to the 20, which is what happens on a missed field goal. actually an 11-point lead for Baylor, the extra point. So it's Baylor 28, Brentwood Academy 17. And it sure looks like the 4-time defending state champion Brentwood Academy Eagles are going to miss the playoffs. All right, now for Father Ryan, it's go time. Down by 10, a minute 50 to go. Fourth quarter. Tapscott throws near side, complete. Pfeiffer, Josh Pfeiffer, stopped shy of the first down yardage needed. Got 8 yards, but the clock runs. A minute 40 and counting, 2nd and 2. So it's gone final in Chattanooga. Ensworth gets the victory over McCallie. A big win for the Tigers. 1st and 10, throw near side, complete and out of bounds. A nice play, a pretty savvy heads-up play there. Zach Turner getting to the sideline. He needed to reach the 30 to get a first down. He did that. Got out of bounds to stop the clock, which Father Ryan out of timeouts couldn't do. So it's a long shot here for Father Ryan, but they're giving it their best. The win by Ensworth lets Knox Catholic know they will be, at best, the 4th seed. Tapscott, throw, complete. Christian Smith tries to double back. Some nice maneuvers to get a first down that will stop the clock temporarily. Only a minute 15 to go, and they're going to wind the clock as soon as that ball is set. Father Ryan quick to the line. Some confusion there, apparently, for Knoxville Catholic. The snap. Tapscott's going to get pressured. Barron's on him. Fell incomplete. We saw Barron a little bit shaken up earlier in this game. Number 9 has a way of sticking out for Knox Catholic. And it certainly was Ensworth's loss was their gain as far as Barron went. 2nd and 10 for Father Ryan. They trail by 10. A minute 5 to go, 4th quarter. Tapscott's got 4 receivers. Throw, complete to Turner, out of bounds to stop the clock right at midfield. And Jarman on the stop. In Brentwood, they have less than 2 minutes to go in the game, and it's an 11-point lead for Baylor. BA is driving. Tapscott, 2nd and 5, is going to keep it himself. Has the first down past the 40. Dropped to the 36, 37-yard line. The clock stops as they move the chains. Father Ryan's got to move quick. 52.5 seconds to go. 4th quarter. They've started the clock. It's winding. Father Ryan's got to move fast. I'll bring in Pfeiffer for that bunched-up look. 4 receivers. Tapscott throws far sideline complete. Christian Smith. Waiting to see, yes, he was sent out of bounds there on that far side that stops the clock. Had Catholic been able to stop his progress in bounds, that would not have been the case. So the clock is stopped. 34.7 seconds to go. Here in this 4th quarter, Father Ryan down by 10, trying to score here late. Smith and Beacom, the receivers to the near side. Tapscott throws over the middle, complete to Turner. That one probably didn't help out Father Ryan very much. The clock continues to run. Well, they stopped the clock. 26.4 seconds. They didn't get a first down, but they stopped the clock. Father Ryan will gladly take that. Oh, that was a fumble. That was a fumbled snap that Tapscott ran up, picked the ball up and ran with. This is degenerating quickly. The clock's running, though. Now they're going to try and spike the ball. I remember a play from about 30 years ago, Chris Chandler playing with the Falcons at like Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. 2 stadiums ago for the Falcons. It was one of those that looked like he was trying to get the ball to spike it. It slipped out of his hands. In that case, it cost the Falcons the game. In this case, Tapscott picked it up and ran with it, but the reality now for Father Ryan, 9 seconds on the clock. They're down by 10. So Father Ryan from the Knox Catholic 25. And this may be the last play of the season. Throw near side incomplete. 4.7 seconds to go. And Brentwood, a minute 30 to go, 4th quarter. BA still trails by 11. Bryant was the intended receiver. 4th down for Father Ryan. With the ball at the Fighting Irish 25-yard line. Tapscott looks to his sideline. Tapscott throwing for the end zone. And it falls incomplete as we get the final horn. But I have to hand it to Father Ryan. Knowing their season ended tonight, win or lose, facing a very good Knox Catholic team. Father Ryan came in here and gave Knoxville Catholic a fight. Ultimately, though, a few too many things went the way of the Fighting Irish of Knoxville Catholic. And they'll find out. We'll be off the air here momentarily, so we won't know the final. It's an 11-point lead for Baylor at BA, and if that holds, Knox Catholic will be in the playoffs. Brentwood Academy be sitting at home. So here from Knoxville, your final score, Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan High School 28. Into the season, into the broadcast for 2019 for me. As always, a pleasure and my privilege to bring you Father Ryan football as part of a broadcast with ATW Sportscast in association with Behind the Crest. Your final score, Knoxville Catholic 38, Father Ryan 28. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again for the 2020 season in August of next year. Goodbye, everybody.